Renfrew Baptist family, welcome back. I'm Pastor Brian. Thank you for joining me today. Let's just dive right back into Habakkuk from last Sunday. Habakkuk 3, verse 16 says this, I hear and my body trembles. My lips quiver at the sound. Rottenness enters into my bones. My legs tremble beneath me, yet I will quietly wait for the day of trouble to come upon people who invade us. I asked the question right off the bat because the previous Sunday, actually, we looked at the truth about God, His mercy and His justice, and how those two things really show off God's love, don't they? But the question I asked is, the truth about God causes me to ... What does the truth of God cause you to think, feel, act like? Well, the truth about God, Habakkuk does not gloss over that truth of what is coming against his people from Babylon, the judgment that God is going to bring. And we see in this verse some real honest emotions. I pull out two specific things. Number one, I hear, and number two, I act. Both for Habakkuk, he hears and then he acts in this one verse. And then for us to also be able to relate, what do I hear? And then how do I act? If we take a look at that, Habakkuk says right at the very beginning, what does he say? I hear and my body trembles. My lip quiver at the sound. Rottenness enters to my bones. My legs tremble beneath me. When he hears the truth, remember Habakkuk said, I will wait. I'm going to go to the wall. I'm going to go to my post and I'm going to wait and listen for the answer. And then Habakkuk gets the answer from God. How often do you get an answer from God after having waited, saying, Lord, I'm going to listen for you. I'm going to wait on you. And then you go back and say, I hear. And Habakkuk, I can bet very seriously this is not the answer he wanted. But he's honest with his emotions. He's honest with God like he has been from the very beginning. I think we can really take something from that. He's not afraid to talk to God honestly and ask questions. He's not afraid to share with God his emotions. He's freaked out. He is extremely worried. He is even scared at the outcome of what is this going to look like, this invading army who their power is their only God, the only thing that they really fear. And he's truthful with God. He hears the answer that God has, even though it's not the one he probably wanted for his people, for his nation, for himself. Now I ask us the question, when you hear from God, is it, well, let's back up even. Is it hard for you to hear from God? Do you have time set aside? Do you have open ears? Is there a place in our lives? I mean, honestly, our lives are so busy and so full of information. If yours is anything like mine, it's constant clamoring for attention on social media, on the internet, around us, emails, all over the place. Do we have time when we can hear? Is it hard for us to hear from God? Well, the second point of this particular teaching was I act. And what does Habakkuk do? You see it. Yet I will quietly wait for the day of trouble to come upon people who invade us. So what is he saying? He's going to wait. His action is actually in waiting on God. And I find this interesting because before the day of trouble comes upon Babylon, before God's judgment of Babylon, first the invasion of Babylon in Judah must take place. So this is a very serious I will wait. He must wait through the invasion, which has not yet happened at this point in his life. He must wait through that and then wait. He's saying, I declare I will wait for your judgment on Babylon. That I really think speaks volumes. Habakkuk could see that God needed to accomplish and was going to accomplish a number of things before there would be a restoration of his people and their life of being present in relationship with the God of the universe. Some things needed to take place, and he was going to wait. What have you had to wait on God for recently? What did you really need to take time, patience? Maybe you're in the middle of waiting on something from God, an answer. Or maybe he's answered you already, and your action is to wait. The righteous will live by faith. And my encouragement to you this week is that you continue to wait on God with the answer that he has given you. He is faithful. He is going to provide what he has said to you will occur. Wait patiently for it until it takes place. And then when it does, and when you have the answer, rejoice. Even if it's a difficult answer and it's hard to understand. That's where faith is, believing that God is good and that he will bring good in your life. May God bless you this week. Have a fantastic one. We'll see you soon.